Hello Redang Revivalists! Welcome back to the channel once again. I hope you've been enjoying my previous videos, my camping video, instructions on how I camp when I'm on tour, etc. You may be wondering why I'm surrounded by these luscious plants here, sitting on a sofa and not on tour. Well, I thought it would be worth it just to run you through some of the clothing I wear on my tours that have been actually fantastic. I've done 3,000 miles all the way through the Pyrenees mountains and through the Alps. I went from Monaco all the way up through the French Alps up to Lake Geneva. It's a famous route. It's called the Route des Grands Alpes. Don't know if you haven't heard of it. It's done on the Tour de France, but it was absolutely amazing. It was an incredible journey for me. Yeah, I highly recommend it. You pass over 16 mountain cols on that route, and you're right up in the mountains. It's absolutely stunning. Very much worth a trip if you get the chance. Yeah, we've got 2 separate playlist videos on that. So if you haven't seen those, check those out. So in this vid, I thought we'd just go over the clothes I wore on my 2 tours, the 3,000 miles over 2 mountain ranges. I basically had 1 set of motorbiking clothes. I've had a couple of other sort of casual clothes. That would be filthy of me. But yeah, we go over the clothes I wore, how they performed, any bad points and good points of them. So for these clothes, I had basically a 3 main point criteria of buying. Number 1, which is the obvious one for me anyway, was safety. So I wanted everything to be, I wanted all the padding, knee padding, hips, back, everything. I didn't really want much compromise on safety. So that was number 1. Number 2, basically the look, so looking cool and casual, Gotta look cool, adds to the feeling on the motorbike. It's just a big part of the biking, the way it makes you feel. Makes you feel good, knowing you look good. And number 3, I didn't have any summer gear, so all of the clothing I had before was really hot. It was sort of all year round winter clothing, motorcycle gear. So I needed some summer clothing for these summer trips I would be doing. That was the third point. It had to be summer gear to keep you nice and cool. Without any further ado, let's move on to the clothing. I think we'll start with one of my favourites actually, possibly if not my favourite. It's the TCX X-Blend WP boots. I mean, personally, I love the look of them. I love the material. It's like sort of weathered, old brown, like cowboy boots sort of material. Real rugged look to them, but also stylish as well. It's got all the safety aspects you need of a motorbike boot. I think you've got sort of padding at the toe, nice substantial ankle padding, which is very important to have on a motorbike, with your feet up against the bike. Rises up above the ankle, so you've got that nice ankle support where you need it. It's got a good heel on it, so if you're a little bit short, helps lift you up a bit, gives you a bit of a better view. It's a good heel. It's sort of, you can rest it on the pegs nicely, and your foot's not going to slip off or anything like that. Yeah, I'm seriously impressed with these. The WP in the name stands for waterproof, and I can confirm firsthand these are very waterproof, if that's a correct official term. Yeah, I've been in torrential rain, all sorts of weather. It's been really raining up in the Pyrenees. There was a day of just torrential rain, and these kept my feet pretty much bone dry. So yeah, and they're great for going out on casual occasions. They really tick the box on if I get to the campsite, because I camp a lot on the trips, or to the hotel. I don't really need to pack another pair of shoes. I just wear these ones if I go out anywhere or walking around. So that means I can pack light, be practical, and not have to pack too much on the bike. Really, really solid pair of boots, these. I highly recommend them. So up next, we've got the Shoei Joe helmet, Shoei JO/JO helmet. It's a pretty neutral helmet really. It's an open face, standard. It's got that nice clean finish to it. I got it in the off-white colour, so it's got a very nice retro feel to it. Point out this black bit here, this is actually a holder for my GoPros. That doesn't come with the bike. It's just really stuck on there and I can't get it off, so yeah, sorry about that. It's a cracking helmet, haven't had any problems with it. Yeah, it's got a flip down visor there, which is very handy. I generally wear sunglasses, but it's nice to take the sunglasses off every now and then and just use the visor like that. Yeah, it goes on nicely. Just one strap, hey-oh, and you're on. Got your visor. Great helmet, I think. Really comfortable, gives you that classic look, and it's sort of price range, it's in the mid-price range, so yeah, I really do recommend these. Also, for the hot weather, an open face helmet is brilliant. You do get some wind in your face, but I'm willing to put up with that just for the coolness. And you can feel the sun on your face, the wind, it's just so much nicer. I think you're in the elements a lot more, especially in hot climates. So, moving on to the big piece, which was basically my main bit is what I bought first. It's a summer jacket. It's a Merlin brand, so it's a British brand. It's the Chigwell Light model, and yeah, it has been brilliant as well. I've been completely perfect. It's really good. It's mid-range price, this jacket. The bits here, this is all mesh here, all of the mesh back, all mesh under the arms, so it keeps you really cool. I've been in 30 degree roughly heat all day, and riding along once you're moving, it's great. It's a brilliant summer jacket. I like it personally. It's got that sort of neutral retro look, like sort of Barber or Belstaff jacket look, but it's half the price or less, so yeah, really pleased with that. Safety wise, it's got all of the padding, elbow, shoulder and back. It's a D30 protected by D30 padding, so it's all certified and as safe as any other jacket really. Great jacket, and obviously the padding is removable, so you can take it out and just wear it as a casual jacket as well. Okay, so we got the jacket done, helmet and boots. So moving on to very important parts, the jeans. It's a big part of looking casual these as well. They actually fit really well. They fit better than my casual jeans, I think. Yeah, I went for their John Doe Ironheads. Yeah, this is without the padding. They got all removable padding. Fit really well. Not too warm when you're riding. When you're moving along, you get all of the wind. It just sort of filters through, but not too much. Definitely keeps you cool. When you stop, it's a pair of jeans at the end of the day, so you do get a little bit warm. Once you've got all of this gear on, there's only so much clothing that covers your body can keep you cool, but it's definitely bearable. You know, I stop regularly, if you've seen it, on my tours, so stop regularly for coffee and food, and this is what I'm wearing, and I'm fine. I mean, if you're in the shade, it's absolutely fine. You don't want to be sitting out in the sun for hours in it. Yeah, these jeans are great. You've got your two knee protectors and 2 hip protectors as well. They're really easy to put in. You just slip them in and you're away. Good to go. All right, on to the next, last but not least. I told you it was packing light. It doesn't take much gear to do even big tours like that, all the way through the Alps, Pyrenees mountains. Protection wise for the motorbike, this is all I took. Yeah, last but not least, I've had these for probably 7 years. I plan on getting a more sort of stylish, maybe sort of leathery, dark leather pair, but these are Rika Stealth summer gloves. They're brilliant. Normal pair of motorbike gloves. Definitely keep you cool. It's all sort of vented through here. There's no insulation at all. I don't get warm in these gloves when riding at all. I suppose it's a good hallmark of these gloves that when you're riding I don't even notice them. That could be a good way of putting it, I think. You just don't really notice you're wearing them. They do the job. Like I say, I've had them for 7 years and been riding with them a lot, and they're still in relatively good nick, although they're a little bit dirty. So that is it. I really hope that was useful. Just a quick one there just to show you the gear I take on my tours, the 2 tours I've done so far, and sort of how easy it's been really, and how the gear's performed. I've been really impressed with it. I've done 3,000 miles, just over, so far on the Speedmaster, and the clothes have been faultless so far, and the helmet, yeah, all been really good. I think the favourite piece of clothing, if I had to choose, probably go for the boots. Those boots are brilliant. I love the look of them. I'm really impressed with the waterproof capabilities of them actually. Boots, #1 for me, but it's all good. It's all good gear. Yeah, so I hope that sort of shows that if you're going on these tours, you don't need to overload with equipment clothing wise. That's everything I took, and I didn't need or want for any more motorbike equipment. Under the jacket I just wear a t-shirt like this, which is plenty, and then when you stop you can have a pair of shorts, but other than that you really didn't need much more. Yeah, so I hope that was useful guys, insight into what I wear touring and what you can wear and get away with touring. All of the clothing, if you want to have a look at it, I'll pop a link in the description of the video. You can take a look at the clothing there. Thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned guys, and peace and love. See you next time. Ciao bella.